Welcome to Panther Games. If you're listening on audio platforms such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify, links are in the bio below.
Feel free to leave a review and let us know what you guys thought, and if there's any ways we can improve, or if there's anything you guys just want to hear more of. Enjoy the episode, guys.
Thanks. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 32nd episode of PandthaTalks. Because, weirdly enough, we're back.
Yes.
Took a nice week off, which were quite comfortable. But yeah, we're back at it again. Don't know about yourself, Will, but it's been a weird week.
It's been alright for me.
I've just been mental. Work is crazy. But...
Isn't it always?
Well, yeah. But the weirder part is, I've been hearing nothing but things about Baldur's Gate 3.
Throwing children, question mark?
No, booting a squirrel.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
That clip is fucking hilarious. Which...
rolled 25 to kick a squirrel.
Yep.
Don't really know why you were fighting in the first place, but you won.
The thing is, that was what convinced me to buy the game.
So throwing children wasn't enough.
I didn't see that.
You didn't know you throw children?
No, I've not seen that clip yet. I just kept hearing about it, and then I saw the squirrel clip. At that point, my mind went, oh, I need that game.
Well, like guys in work was telling me about it. How you can throw children, and then after he mentioned that to me, it's all I saw on TikTok was people throwing children. There's a gap between that you have to like jump in a bridge that you have to jump across. I'm pretty sure you can just yeet children through that gap or like off the bridge and stuff. So yeah, have fun with that, I suppose.
That's fantastic news. You know what though? Seeing as we are talking about that so far, well, let's just quickly. I'll do my usual and share my screen because, well, have you seen the fucking reviews?
I've not, no. I can see now that they're absolutely absurd.
Yeah, 95% of 224,240 user reviews are positive.
Well then.
When the hell does that happen? It's just mental, to be brutally honest. Like, there's already a guy with 220.5 hours into the game.
So he's basically just not closed the game since release.
Pretty much. It's just...
When did it release now?
It released on the 3rd.
So it's
been a bit.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Just over.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since release. We missed it, apparently.
Yeah, so it would seem...
Kind of impressive for us.
Yeah, I don't really know how. I guess... I don't know. I never really heard anything of it anyway. Before release. It was mentioned to me once or twice by the guy in work, but other than that...
Yeah, it's similar. But it was weird because everyone was talking about it, parading it around as one of the greatest games. What's up?
Bloody PC wants me to restart now. Can wait till later. Jesus Christ.
Well, we make out PC gaming is so good. No, it is. It's just fucking troublesome simultaneously.
Help me.
But, yeah, I'd heard a lot about it. And then, all of a sudden, there were news articles coming out about how it's basically causing issue for the games industry because not everyone can make games that good. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, that's been proven throughout this entire year.
Oh yeah,
we've had two good releases.
We have literally. This is just to sum up how this next couple of weeks are going, because this next couple of weeks are actually interesting. I believe it's the 6th, so 1 week on Wednesday, Starfield releases.
Actually, Rory, it's 6 days from today, because early access gets it on the 1st. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
They
And
get
on top
5 days
of that,
early, and if it's getting released on the 6th, it should be the first then that they get it.
yeah, on the top of that, Payday 3 releases in this time period as well.
Heck yeah, dude.
Well, I think it's the 20th, sometime like that. Which is mental. Lies of P, for anyone who likes Dark Souls style games, releases in between both of those games. And all three of those games are on fucking Game Pass. It's like, what the hell's going on? It's like, we've had fuck all for months. All of a sudden, here's everything.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Do I have enough time to complete one before moving to the other? No.
Considering you're gonna start with Starfield, you're gonna need 10 years to complete that thing, man.
Yeah, but then consider we've been playing Payday 2 for 10 years.
It's true. If you get the Premium Edition for Starfield, you get up to 5 days early access. Premium Edition is €85.99 in sterling, so you're probably talking close to €100 or USD dollars.
Like, I was contemplating buying that today. Really contemplating.
Base
but at the
game
same
is
time,
£60,
yeah,
which is cheaper than like the standard, considering the standard's sort of upped itself to 70.
true.
So it's still quite expensive, but it's nice to see they're not just going straight to 70 as well. But I mean, then
Thankfully
again,
so.
Bethesda, they don't need to. They're going to sell probably 1 billion copies.
Oh yeah, it's good. Be daft. Sorry, I know we've jumped straight into topics here, but I do just want to quickly jump back. Just want to say,
sort of kicked off once.
I know, right? Just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who dropped by for the last episode, and even the people. Sorry, one second. Who dropped by and popped into the live stream. It's got 8 views on it, so I do thank you, people, for that. It was just something that I did on the moment, and as I did say during that, me and Will are going to cover them more in depth today. So we can actually get some information from this. It's not just me rambling to myself and trying to make conversation with myself, which is dodgy. Don't do it. It's not healthy.
That's all I do, Roy.
Same. I mean, everyone thinks that this podcast is 2 people. No, in actuality, it's just me talking to myself and making up voices.
It's more like half a person, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
If we even total up to that much, I'm not too sure at this rate.
I mean, we both have less than a quarter of humanity left, so we'll do.
You think we have that much?
I said less than a quarter.
That's fair. You didn't specify how much less.
Exactly. But for all I know, it could be a 25th. Which...
Oh dear.
Right. Anyways, let's take a look at this, shall we?
Yeah, shall we find a method to our madness here and start to actually talk about one thing at one time instead of everything at once?
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
I'm blaming you for pulling up the calendar and pointing out when things come out.
Yeah, that's fair. We can do that. Right. I covered the first 3 topics here last week. So I'll just explain what basically each of these are, and we can go into them some detail. So, there's a rumour that came out that it is possible that Red Dead Redemption was once planned to be a remaster rather than a re-release.
Okay.
So it was actually going to...
I was talking about this and how it was absolutely ridiculous. They were charging the price that they were for the exact same game.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. Evidence found in the Nintendo Switch version of Red Dead Redemption suggests it was originally intended to be a remaster instead of a port. Fans were disappointed when it was revealed that the game would just be an upscale port with a high price, and speculation suggests Rockstar may have scrapped its plans for a Red Dead Redemption remaster after the negative reaction to the GTA Trilogy remaster.
Well, now, because they were ports as well, were they not?
They were ports and visual upgrades.
But they were ports, so they play terribly.
Yes.
So
They
that's
literally
why there was
ported the
negative
mobile
reaction,
version.
because they didn't actually put any effort into remaking and remastering the game.
Well, so far you've hit one of the main points I made last week.
They took like a fragile structure and tried to build on top of it, and it all just collapsed on top of them. That's pretty much what's happened with
Exactly.
that.
Do you want to know the only good thing that this Red Dead Redemption port over has actually done?
What's that?
It's made it so that us PC players can play Red Dead Redemption 1. Because we can emulate Switch games.
Yeah. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I don't know why I started yawning so much. That's what I was gonna say, and then I just turned into a giant yawn and died.
That's about right. So what were you trying to say there?
What you ended up saying because I was too busy yawning. It's because
That's
you can
fair.
just emulate. You can just emulate it.
Yeah. We can now emulate the game so PC players can actually play this game. Which is even better because people have gone, but I don't want to play it on my Switch. I want to play it on my Steam Deck instead, so I'm going to emulate it on that. It's the superior handheld. Oh, I saw this through a friend. This was one of the other topics from last week. Came across this through a friend, and it aggravated the shit out of me. And what they said was accurate. How can they console war over a fucking title screen? Starfield menu screen got leaked. Looks about as empty, generic, and boring as the procedurally generated 999 planets in the game. No one has seen these 999 planets in the game.
I mean, you gotta realize you're gonna be going through space. Other than once you get to a planet, space is just empty. Other than whatever debris and bits of rock that fly through it.
Yeah.
And the background, where it's sort of an eclipse sort of situation, would be honestly very accurate for what you would see a lot of the time.
Mm. Well, this is what baffled me though. One, as I said, they've not seen any footage of that. At this point, they hadn't. Since then, footage has been released. Then, on top of that, looks empty, generic, and boring. Skyrim, Fallout, any other fucking Bethesda game, really. They go for the bland fucking opening screens. The only exception I found was Fallout 4, where it had the sort of background of a red rocket. That was it.
Yeah.
But most of
I would say as well, think about how long it's been since we've had like a Bethesda game that's related to Skyrim and Fallout.
Yeah.
Or anything even similar. I would imagine they'd want to keep it mysterious.
Oh,
They don't want to
100%.
give away anything. They want you to go and explore like you had to do in their previous games. You have to go and explore everything.
Yeah.
They don't show you anything.
No, exactly. Most opening like menu screens might give you a hint about what's going on, but like the older ones, the older games, they didn't want to. Skyrim, for a prime example, you saw the logo that Skyrim's so famous for, and that was it. And the smoke filled the screen, and there was singing. What's different between these? Like, really? It's a really shitty comparison, to be brutally honest. Though, someone says here, this game looks bland as fuck. I saw some gameplay today, I was, what the fuck? Is there even any hypes for this game? I've seen YouTubers trying to hype it with little to no engagement. Baldur came out of nowhere to steal its thunder. That's not even really that accurate. People are trying to hype it because people are excited for the game. And people are currently actually quite happy because Baldur's Gate came out and they've got something good to play until they can get to another game, which for a lot of people will be the big thing. This is the guy I fucking saw. You never played a Bethesda game. All menus look similar. Fallout 4, Skyrim, etc. Stop crying, pay the Game Pass Ultimate, and play day one on xCloud. Bro, it's a menu.
Yeah, it's not the game; it's a menu.
Yeah.
What do they expect?
Not just that, I like this guy. Why tweet about a game that won't concern you? Reason he's saying that? This guy is a PlayStation fan. This game is not releasing on PlayStation. So, yeah, it's great fun, as always. Now, Will, we have to discuss a topic.
No, I don't like when you go into that tone voice. It always
Call
means
of
something
Duty
bad.
Modern Warfare 3. I know your opinions on Call of Duty.
I mean, how they're running out of names and titles for everything.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Wasn't Modern Warfare supposed to stop at the original third one?
Yes.
And how many more do we have now? This is yet another third one?
Yeah.
So, which Modern Warfare 3 are we talking about? Modern
Wait,
Warfare 3 or
right.
Modern Warfare 3?
Right. The
Sorry, I
Modern
couldn't help
Warfare...
myself. I couldn't
I
help
get
myself.
that.
I had to.
The Modern Warfare series has been basically remastered. They're retelling the story differently. That's what's been going on. Modern Warfare 3, the new one they're making, though, they've done something that's intrigued me.
Okay.
They're doing what's called open combat missions. Now, I was baffled about how that would look. So, I just want to show you something. See if I can pull this up. Here we are. So we got trailer. Was it this? I think it was this. So I'm just gonna skip through bits of it because obviously, one, the graphics look absolutely stunning.
I like to think so.
Yeah, same.
The money they have access to.
I agree.
If they
Right.
weren't real concerned.
I have YouTube Premium, but I just don't have it on our account. Like, this is full-on gameplay. Which, that as gameplay is stunning.
This definitely isn't gameplay. This is a cutscene.
Oh. I saw
There's no way that's gameplay now.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw crosshairs down at the bottom.
No, it's like when they do that half and half sort of thing.
Press search button.
That's technically a cutscene in my opinion.
Yeah. It's basically a QTI.
Like your weapon and your
light level sensor in their MVGs. But that sort of stuff was stunning, I thought. But anyways, that's not what I'm after at all. I don't know if it's in this. Doesn't seem to be. So yeah, November 10th it's coming out though, I will just say. What I thought was basically... what is that called again? Open combat. Ah, here it is.
So, my first thought is it's gonna be Outbreak, but not zombies.
Well, they are actually doing zombies as well.
No, I know that, but like that's sort of like how I'm feeling this is right now.
Well, basically what it is they give you an open map. Then these are part of the campaign as well. But basically, they give you an open map, tell you the objectives, and you do it how you want to do it. They've got them part of the campaign, part of co-op, stuff like that. And basically, it's you play how you want to play. But I think that would be enjoyable. Except it wouldn't feel like a Call of Duty game, it would feel like its own thing.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with that. Changing Call of Duty up is needed. Because the same old is just starting to wind everyone up.
Yeah. They starting
And
to.
true, true. But yeah, let's cover what I was originally going to. Breaking. Activision confirms that Modern Warfare 3 was always designed as a premium game release. Confirms Modern Warfare Zombies. Campaign to feature open combat missions. New vests and gear / perk system in multiplayer. New tac stance movement. Aftermarket parts for weapons. All future Call of Duty games will be part of Call of Duty HQ. Now, the Call of Duty HQ was the big part that basically I touched on because I'm quite intrigued by that. But basically, it will apparently make it. Let's see if I can find where it said it. There it is. One access point for your future Call of Duty content, starting with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone, and now with Modern Warfare 3 and beyond. Players can navigate all their content in one place. We call it Call of Duty HQ, making it easier to select what game modes and game you wish to play. Which I think is a lot better than having to quit a game, reopen the game, go to the one that you want to play. Because every time I go to play the older Black Ops games and stuff, I have to fucking open the zombies. Then if I want to switch over to multiplayer, switch over to the multiplayer version of the game. So on and so
like
forth.
Three versions.
Yeah. And that I just found to be a ball
annoying.
ache.
It's stupid.
It is.
It was great because it meant if you only wanted like one of them, you could only have one of them installed. Like I personally would only have zombies. I wouldn't never really cared for multiplayer anymore. I'm
Yeah.
not fussing and playing the storylines anymore on Call of Duty.
Well, that's the
So
thing.
it's kind of handy for someone like me, but there's not a whole lot of people like me. Like usually, most people still play these storyline, and then quite often they'll like at least try multiplayer. So it can be very annoying.
Yeah. I do believe, though, even with the older version, you had to have, I think it was the campaign installed along with the other option.
Yeah, yeah.
So even then, they were making you install some extra bits, but it's understandable because it will have most of the information based on it. But yeah, that's basically something that was quite interesting. I am kind of worried about this. New additions in Ricochet anti-cheat, as well as a new anti-toxicity plans to continue to deliver a fun, fair, and welcoming online experience for all players. Not sure how to feel about that. I'm going to just be straight up honest. That is kind of concerning. Because they keep just trying to censor us as much as possible. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, finally, Will, we get to some new topics for you.
Oh, saves. Interesting.
Cross saves. So apparently, Baldur's Gate 3 cross saves will work between PC, PS5, and Xbox. So you can switch platform at any time, and you'd be able to just straight continue from where you were, even on different platforms. Which is always good news, in my opinion. On Xbox, there was a chance that Xboxers wouldn't be able to play Baldur's Gate 3 for a while. Because Phil Spencer a while ago said that the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S need to work identically for a game to come onto the platform. The Baldur's Gate 3 developers have had to make a deal with Phil Spencer directly so that basically the Xbox Series X can use split screen co-op, but this Series S cannot. It's due to a issue that they've been unable to fix as of yet. They're still working on it, and they say the moment they can update it, they will. But that was what was delaying the release of Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox, which was quite surprising. equally confusing though, because PlayStation fans have been trying to claim that Baldur's Gate 3 is a timed console exclusive. It's not. It's just basically there was some issues during development. But there's a chance that Baldur's Gate 3 will be out this year, so Xbox fans will be able to play it. Neither Xbox or PlayStation have got access to it as of yet, but PC do, as we always do.
As we always do,
Starfield can have a Skyrim-like 10-year lifespan, Phil Spencer says.
I mean, it's gotta have at least a decent lifespan. If it's meant to be over 1,000 planets, or at least.
Oh, yeah. Our hope is that it is another game that's around a decade plus longer later after it launches and people are still enjoying it. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer believes Starfield will have a Skyrim-like long lifespan. Speaking to IGN, Spencer said Starfield will absolutely be supported for a long time after launch. The hopes, as Spencer sees it, is for people to still be playing Starfield in the year 2033. Unsurprisingly, Spencer said he would not disclose what Bethesda Game Studios is thinking about in terms of ongoing support. However, he said he hopes that Starfield can have the kind of legs, that Skyrim had, and continues to have, thanks in part to the modding community. Our hope is that it is another game that's around a decade plus longer later after it launches and people are still enjoying it. Which... One second, what was that? Starfield has a very big shoes to fill to live up to Skyrim, with 60 million copies sold since it launched in 2011. Skyrim is one of the best-selling games in history. Bethesda has released the game on pretty much every platform imaginable. It's okay. On pretty much every platform imaginable, and that's because people just keep buying it. In 2018, Bethesda's Todd Howard said with a laugh, "If you want us to stop releasing it, stop buying it."
Huh.
The thing is, he's not even fucking wrong. So, yeah. They're saying that they believe it will definitely be a while. It will have a long lifespan, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm fucking hopeful for it. So, I don't know if you've heard, but Gamescom 2023 has been on recently.
Yeah, I just saw it on Steam there.
Yeah. So, there are some obvious things that we should probably go over from this. Which we've already kind of covered the first one about Baldur's Gate 3 is officially coming to Xbox, but with some limitations. Razer Kishi V2 Pro Xbox Edition release. Basically, it's just the mobile controller for the Xbox Game Pass. Warhammer 40k Darktide gets Xbox release date. I wasn't too fond, if I'm honest. I think that's the game. No, it's not the game I'm thinking of. Corsair announced new motorized standing desk. It's weird, you see loads of shit to do with stuff like that at Gamescom. Age of Empires 4 is getting a huge expansion.
That's interesting. This crazy Age of Empires still going, man.
Oh, true. World's Edge. Creative director Chris Rubio explained in an interview that Age of Empires 4 is getting a massive DLC update. He specifically stated that this PC game, which recently came to Xbox, will be receiving the largest expansion ever. It will be known as the Sultan's Ascend and will take place in the Middle East. Snapdragon G series announced for powerful next-gen handhelds. Persona 3 Reload gets new trailer. So I had to kind of fix that. Personal 3 Reload Jest new trailer. The heck? Basically, it's just a remaster. Persona 5 tactical gameplay shown off. Ioneer announces its first Android gaming handheld. HyperX's new gaming headset. Right, here we are. More games. New 2.5D Metroidvania
God, what is with the names of things today,
I
man?
don't
What's
know.
going on?
Mandragora gets new trailer. Jesus
What's
Christ.
going on?
Todd Howard came on stage to talk about Starfield, because that actually did get a trailer. A live action trailer, though, so no real point. Little Nightmares 3 got announced, coming 2024. I know that's got a massive following. A look at Black Myth Wukong. Killing Floor 3 has been announced, by the way, Will.
What? Oh, really?
Yes.
I always wanted to play one.
They're so fun.
Never did.
They
The amount
are
of times
good.
I've like looked at it on flipping Steam, dude.
I'm so confused. What do you mean verify my age?
Verify
Never
your what?
mind. Wants me to verify my age with my ID. Can
Oh,
fuck right off.
It's because you're not logged in on the thing.
Oh no, I'm logged into the PandthaTalks channel.
No, it's because you're not logged into like on this page.
Yeah, look,
So it's like,
logged in.
oh, I don't know then.
It's just because I'm logged in as PandthaTalks, and it's not got ID linked to it yet. Age of Empires 4 for Xbox released yesterday, apparently, or the other day. Crimson Desert gameplay, which basically just seems like Dark Souls open world to fuck, and more night based with some RPG elements. But I just saw this bit, and that looked impressive as fuck. So that looks pretty interesting. Another look at Payday 3. We're all excited for Payday 3.
Oh yeah.
Just so that I don't deafen myself. But just the usual. We get to see nice bit of Payday. Everyone knows what the game's about at this point. It would be stupid for me to talk about it further. 21st September. Ooh. Didn't use a zip line, so I actually quite like that. The gunplay still looks great and feels it, though. I've got to say. They did do well with that. Oh, Assassin's Creed Mirage actually got a new trailer as well. About the round city of Baghdad.
Could never get into Assassin's Creed, man. I don't know. It's kind of boring for me.
I enjoyed the Ezio series, but that was about it. Tekken 8? Nah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, we just briefly looked at that. It does look nice, and I am intrigued. But that's about all I can really say about it. Nightingale gameplay. No idea what this is.
Sounds like something might be a horror game.
Does, doesn't it? Fucking hell. Okay. It's a survival game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the world looks interesting, but I would much have preferred a horror game out of this than a survival. Immortals of Avium? What, Avum? I don't even know. Honkai Star Rail is getting an update, apparently. Genshin Impact Anniversary Celebration. can't believe that game's not been out for too long, actually. Lords of the Fallen story trailer. Sonic Superstars is getting a multiplayer focus. Sonic Frontiers is getting an update. The First Descendant, Under the Waves, Fort Solace, marked as a psychological sci-fi thriller. Fort Solace showed off some heavy footage that players can expect for Windows, Mac, and PS5. Game releases today. That was quick. Expeditions, a mud runner game, basically made by the same guys who did that Snow Runner game. The Crew Motorfest. Oh yeah, Phantom Liberty got a new thing. A new trailer. You what, sorry?
Oh, a new trailer.
Yeah. There's just one big thing about it. They've revamped all the skills and shit.
Really?
Yeah. This is what this trailer's about. So,
I think if I'm gonna play Cyberpunk again, but honestly, I don't want to do it until I have like far better PC, so I can run it on like crazy graphics.
Oh,
See
yeah.
just how good it can look.
100%. But this is something I think is interesting. Because what they've done, I actually just gonna see. Ah, there it is. They added a list of things they've changed. So, a new dangerous district, dozens of new story quests and gigs, vehicle combat and mounted weaponry, revamped police system, which include, Max Tac that you see at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
They're actually involved now.
That'd be good.
Combat AI overall, endless dynamics events and missions, redesigned cyberware and perks. Looks like they finally made Melee look fun.
The cyberware I feel like was kind of dull.
That's why they revamped that as well.
Didn't really like care about it a whole lot. Didn't look into it a whole lot. I
basically got double jump.
and just sort of left it. Yeah, yeah. Double jump is all you get, and then you sort of throw things on there just to have them there.
Pretty much.
Really care.
All new relic skill tree and abilities. So that little bit in the middle of the skill tree where it always said relic and had no fucking purpose actually has a use now.
Finally.
Increased level cap and 100 plus new items, weapons, cyberware, and fashion. Which, yeah. That looks like it could be great. Especially now that you can jump off your fucking motorbike straight into a melee fucking slam. That looked fun. Apparently Stormgate's getting an update. RTS. Last Epoch Runes of Power. Marvel Snap is coming to PC because we all care about that. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. Isn't that a drink? Warhaven. Yeah, basically it's just a Fantasy Kingdom PvP game. It's 2 teams of 16 players, it seems. Mortal Kombat 1. Like, you know how we was making the joke the other day, earlier on, how Call of Duty can't count?
Nah.
Seems like Mortal Kombat has fallen into the exact same issue.
I'm not commenting on this, dude. I've had enough.
Ara History Untold, Diablo 4 Seasons of Blood. Brings a new questline, new vampiric powers, 5 new game
told
bosses.
like Diablo 4 isn't like amazing by any means. Like it's alright, it's good, but like it's not worth its price tag. It's like there's not really as much, nowhere near as much replayability as there was in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Like Diablo 3, I was always like ready for like when the new season was going to be released, because I always felt like playing some more Diablo 3 and there would always be like a reason to go through and play it again. Whereas apparently that's not really the case with Diablo 4.
That's kind of shit.
Yeah, a bit upsetting.
I'll be honest, when I saw this, I thought there was going to be like a load of combat and stuff. Oh, here we are.
What?
I don't even understand what this game is.
What's going on?
I don't know. Words hold so much power. Okay. Okay. Thank
Sure, man.
goodness you're here. Okay. Give your wife the best. Give her big Ron's big pies. Okay.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Like, the last one we looked at, I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was confusing as fuck. This one is too, but this one looks like that's its entire fucking purpose. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Okay. Alan Wake 2. That looks good. I remember looking at that with you the other month. That looks pretty decent.
I got the first one free at Epic Games when it was free,
Oh, yeah.
and it looked interesting. I just literally have never ever gotten around to it.
Yeah, that's about the same actually for me. I'd just like to point one last thing out actually before we move on from these topics. So it turns out Baldur's Gate, as we know, has 224,240 reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out 162,196 are within the last 30 days. Meaning it only really had 62,000 reviews before that point. Which is insane. To be honest, that is still just mad. Because if I'm to go, for example, let's go to Hogwarts Legacy, actually. Not touched that game in a little bit now, but it was great. That has got 155,284 reviews altogether. 92% of them are positive. But I'd quite quickly like to go to an old favourite of ours, Will. That was the Sony's next big game that everyone was hyped for. With a total of 3,981 reviews, sitting mixed due to it's been... Oh wait, it's actually gone up to 61% positive for Spoken. Made by longtime developer
Do you remember when
Square
we looked at the
Enix.
DLCs?
Do you know I've still yet to buy it?
Do you remember how bad the reviews for DLCs were?
Let me take a look. Mostly positive, 72% positive out of 47.
I think they got worse as you went down each DLC.
There was only one DLC. Oh wait, no, there was the
Another
deluxe edition as well. Deluxe
Oh,
edition just got mixed in general.
I must be thinking of a different game.
You are. I can't remember what it
There
was.
was a game we looked at. It had 4 DLCs, but for two of them, two of them were one DLC, and the other two were another DLC. Like you
Yeah.
bought like a base version of DLC, and you buy like the deluxe version of the DLC. And it's
Oh,
the
what the
case for
fuck
both
was
of
it
them.
now?
And then like the further as you went down each one, the overall reviews just got worse and worse.
It was horrific.
I can't remember for the life of me what game it was.
I can't. I'm just trying to think. I just cannot recall. The fuck was it? Because we were taking the piss royally about it.
I mean, it was thoroughly enjoyable.
It was. It was absolutely hilarious. But for the life of me, I cannot fucking remember what the game
tell
was.
you. Honestly, could not tell you.
That's actually quite annoying. But you know what? We've covered our major topics for the week. So, which is kind of impressive. We've covered all topics between 2 weeks in about 45 minutes, which is pretty good for us.
It's kind of just flowed in today.
Yeah. But I do actually have something I'd like to talk about to do with PlayStation. Do you remember ages ago I was whinging about PlayStation Plus, how it was all cloud and shit and they didn't have any games on there that were actually worth a damn?
Yeah.
Well, I decided to pay the £13 fucking odd, because, fuck me, I guess. Can't make it a little bit cheaper, can they?
Nope.
But I found some games at last, because they actually have started bringing out proper games on there, like Guardians of the Galaxy and fucking Ghost of Tsushima is on there.
Okay.
And almost all of the Ratchet and Clanks, which I love Ratchet and Clank, so enjoyed that.
Did I remember correctly, though, that you're forced to use a controller?
Yes, which is the aggravating part.
I mean, I don't get what the point is then.
No. But I started playing Ghost of Tsushima on it. It's quite fun. I quite enjoyed it. Did get a bit bland at times, but no, overall it's a nice game. But then I found a little smaller game called Foreclosed. Now, I have to give it its dues. It's actually quite fun.
I'm sorry, the
Until it gets
name just
boring.
sounds like it was like a piss take of Forspoken.
No. Thankfully not.
Many ideas popped into my head at that moment as well.
Understandably. But no, to be honest, apart from the infamous games, the Ratchet and Clank games, and Ghost of Tsushima, Foreclosed was the only other game on there that I actually gave a damn about. Don't get me wrong. Huh? Oh, fucking yawning is contagious, man.
Yep.
Far Cry 6 is on there, all the Deus Ex games on there, Watch Dogs Legion, the Wolfenstein games, Rainbow Six Extraction, that fucking piss
Isn't
take.
Far Cry 6 meant to have like an absolutely absurdly enormous map?
It does, it's actually quite good. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
Keep saying I need to complete the game, but not got around to it. It's got the Kingdom Hearts games on there as well. Ghost Recon, basically just quite a lot of bits and bats. And there's some really good games, some really shit ones. But it's definitely an improvement to when we first fucking whinged about it all that time ago. But it still could do with pushing forward, if I'm honest. And it's still kind of sad.
I remember when we were discussing it, is it like it's either double or almost double what you pay for Xbox's Game Pass?
Right, so I pay, let me just check, because they upped the price, if I remember right, for Game Pass. But it's still less than paying for the PlayStation 1. So let me just pull open the store and we can take a look. Where is it? Game Pass. See all plans. So, as you know, I go for Game Pass Ultimate. That way I can play on PC as well as the others. Other platforms if I wanted to. I primarily do this because I want to keep the cloud open just in case. And that has actually been put up to be honest, I can't really complain about PlayStation anymore looking at this now. Looks like they have since put this up to $12.99. Whereas the PlayStation Plus payment per month is come on, pull up, thank you. £13.49.
It's not much difference now.
No, not anymore. But if on the other hand we were talking about, let's say, PC Game Pass on its own, £7.99 for that.
I mean, you're getting far more value out of the Xbox One, full stop. Anyway,
100% you are, and you get games day one on Game Pass, whereas you don't on PlayStation Plus, which is kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, there's just a lot with that, in my opinion. But I basically got the PlayStation one for a single month, and that's all I've done. That's all I plan to do with it.
Yeah,
I've given it
I
back
can't
just
blame
as
you.
quick as I've taken it.
Yeah,
Because I just wanted to play some Ratchet and Clank, to be honest. That was the main thing.
great
I
games, dude.
love them games. So I'm sat playing Cracking Time again. I've got to say, looking back at it after all these years, it's not as good looking as it once was.
Oh no, especially now that we're getting more used to like high end graphics.
That's the issue. I feel like high end graphical games have ruined my understanding of gaming.
Oh,
Like, god
without
damn.
a doubt, they definitely have, which is why like I can't go back and play certain games that I used to like love more than anything. Is because I go back to it, I look at it, I'm like, how did I play this?
Yeah, you really do, though. People
It's
think it's
crazy.
like just becoming, you know, oh yeah, we're just saying that just because it's just basically become a thing for us. Just what we like now, but we didn't. And they just think it's this thing that we make up. No, it's completely fucking real. It's a struggle to go back after.
It's crazy as well because you would sit thinking about the game and you would remember scenarios that happened in the game in
Yeah.
your head, and it looks nothing like what the game looks like when you go to try and play it again.
Oh, 100%. It actually does my head in so much. Especially considering all I want to do is sit and play the games. I'm like, I would, but I know for a fact I can sit and play something that I'm going to enjoy much more. Plus, it's going to look a lot nicer.
Plus, my eyes would bleed.
That's your like major issue, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's very sad.
Uh, but yeah, graphical and things like that, it can cause a big difference to people, and it can be the difference between whether someone plays it or whether they don't touch it at all.
Yep.
But I just thought I'd quickly go through this. So, on Game Pass, I fucking hate you. On Game Pass, coming to Game Pass within the next couple months, we have Sea of Stars releasing on the 29th of August, Starfield releasing on the 6th of September, Lies of P releasing on the 19th of September, Payday 3 releasing on the 21st of September, The Lamplighters League releasing on the 3rd of October, Forza Motorsport, whatever, releasing on the 10th of October, City Skylines 2 coming to Game Pass on PC for the 24th of October, Jusant on the 31st of October, Persona 5 Tactical on the 17th of November, and finally Persona 3 Reload coming the 2nd of February 2024.
This next month is going to be a crazy month, dude.
Oh yeah, it's going to be insane next month. But this is the other big thing. We know exactly what's coming to Game Pass before it comes close to the time. And any of those games, I can preload right now. I've already got Starfield preloaded on Game Pass. The moment that game becomes playable, I just hit play, off I go.
Nice.
So, it's got good functions, it works well, it plays well. We all like it overall. And I'd say it's got some good features. It's just, sadly, the Windows Xbox app needs fixing. Will is the primary example of this. He suffers whenever he tried to use it, so he
that,
doesn't touch
that
it anymore.
that was awful, dude. That one experience was awful.
Yeah, it could do with a massive just rebuild from scratch.
There's like nothing's made clear, dude. Like when I go to Steam, whilst you may look at it and think it's just text everywhere, at least I know where I'm going and what I want to do.
Yeah, I'll never understand people thinking that Steam's just text everywhere. Like, when you go into your library, you can make out exactly where things are by just clicking on your library. It's got photos to explain exactly where things are. It's nice,
Yeah,
it's
like you have
organized.
both methods. You can scroll down the big picture page,
Yeah.
or you can just scroll down on the left side. And I'll be honest, I always go down the left side.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I scrolling down all the pictures would be more tedious and obnoxious. Whereas like because it's also alphabetized, you
Yeah,
can so easily just go up and down to exactly where you need.
exactly. I mean, I created a. I don't know if you've ever used this function on Steam, but you can create lists, categories on Steam by basically you can create the collection, but you can make it so it's a dynamic collection, so it auto sorts into it.
Yeah, I've seen the options. I've just never cared. I
You
just
see,
scroll up and down. It's easy enough.
my reason for doing it is
All right,
obviously
here goes rich boy about to brag
I'm not
with
fucking
his
rich. I
fucking
fucking wish.
450 games or something.
You're on about
Yeah,
450.
it's too late.
632, you
Yeah,
scumbag.
there you go. There you go. Yeah, yeah.
But
Brag
no,
some more.
it's actually not because of that alone. I have 241 games installed.
Now he's just bragging about his PC.
Fuck off.
No, he's got more playtime. He's actually made use of it, huh? Huh? Bitch.
Excuse me, I work a full-time fucking job, you cunt.
Excuse me, I work a full time life of sheer
9 out of
madness
10
and
now.
chaos.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times spent on Rust.
I'm pretty sure my playtime on Rust is like 2/3 of your overall playtime. It's
Two
definitely over.
thirds.
It's definitely over half.
3,986 hours on Rust.
Oh, I
Man,
didn't realize you.
oh, right.
I
Will,
thought you had less than what I thought.
Will,
You do not what?
that says more about you than it does me.
I also have a lot of hours on 7 days a die. What's that sitting at right now? 1884.
Yeah,
So between two games,
1,884.4.
between two games, I have almost 6,000 hours. That's
So,
nothing though. Look, there's some people that have like over 10k hours on multiple games. What are you on about?
oh yeah, but
Leave me alone.
the difference is they're not playing Rust.
Oh, a lot of them are actually. The difference is they make money off it. I don't.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Equally sad, but at least they make money out of it. They've done it the smart way.
Is the guy that I watch, I think he has like 15, 16k hours. There's another guy that I watch every now and then. I think he's nearing 20k.
But no, Will. The reason I have these fucking dynamic collections is because then I can find the VR games I've got installed so I can launch them easier. That's literally it.
Isn't there already an option for that?
That's why I'll go through dynamic collections, because you go VR games and then you just turn on another one that says game is installed, and then that builds that collection. I also have one just for all VR games, so that way I can find the uninstalled ones easier.
I'm sorry, I am poor.
I'm not
I
saying.
don't have 653 games that I struggle to sort through.
Right, I'm going to explain this to you once and once only, sir. And I'm doing this publicly for this exact reason. 9 out of 10 of the games that you are claiming that I got because I've got money, I actually got because friends kept going on to Jingle Jam and stuff like that.
Now he's gonna brag that he has friends as well.
A lot of them are just shitty games, Will, that I will never touch. They literally just bulk up my library size.
Can't you remove games from your library?
Trust me, if I could, I would.
I feel like that's an option.
I mean, we've tried that, haven't we, with Modern War, Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a failure.
Apparently you can permanently remove it from your account though.
I've tried. Oh wait. It's now asking me to rebuy Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Apparently I can write a review for it. but I don't own the game. So wait, what happens if I actually just hit add to cart?
Pay for it.
This account is VAC banned. Actually, I think you'll find I'm not VAC banned. I'm game banned. There's a difference.
I'm not even sure anymore, dude.
Neither am I, mate. Neither am I.
They don't make anything clear anymore.
No, they do not. I've decided, by the way, a month before I turn 25, I'm updating my age on my Steam account. That way I'm not going to forget. And come to it 4 months later and be like, I'm 25, not 24.
You really think you're going to remember to do that?
No, I'm hopeful.
Still got like 4 months to go, mate.
Don't call me out, bitch.
Hey.
So,
you.
So, this episode has been very different from what we normally do. But
Bro, this episode's been all over the place. What do you mean?
it has. But you have to take into account it's been a week since we last did one. And when we're not in a cycle.
No, it's actually been 2 weeks.
True, it has. It's been 2 weeks. Damn.
It's been so long, Roy's forgotten how to count to 2.
Fuck off. But when me and Will are out of our cycles, we just kind of lose complete grip on how to do things. So much so, I've lost the will on how to speak.
You never had that to begin with.
True, but I've been forgetting words left and right, so it's great fun. And jumbling them up. That's been awkward.
That's also normal for you.
That's new for me.
No. Not from what I hear.
Okay, continue.
And I hear it every week.
Okay, I can make it every 2 weeks if you're that annoyed at me.
Unwell, stay in there.
Loud.
I mean, don't bar me.
Fuck off. Right, anyways. We'll call that episode there, I think. Been absolutely crazy, this one.
Hasn't it just?
Oh, but hopefully, starting next week, we should be back to our regular selves. Fingers crossed. Whatever regular is to us.
I thought this was regular for us, Roy.
That's fair. That is very fair. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to hit like, follow, subscribe, and all the other random buttons of bullshit and chaos. If you want to leave a comment for engagement, please do. It does help to actually see what people are saying. We're always interested. Will, do you have anything specific you'd like to see people comment or leave a like? J. We're going back to J. Okay.
What do you mean going back? I said J before?
Yeah?
I'm going to say J again.
Okay. We're going with J again.
No, I don't want to say
Right.
J again.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay, then what?
Nothing. You've ruined it.
You've already said nothing as well.
Fuck you. How about that? Fuck Roy. That's where you can leave.
Okay. Fuck me, apparently. Right. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.